Hello everybody and welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday and we steal Sonic, to no one's surprise. Whoop, that was a bad move. I feel like I should have bounced off him there, but it's fine. I mean, I did bounce off him, but like, I meant, you know, bounce off the top, killing him while not getting hurt myself. See, one thing I noticed, like, just gonna pull the curtain back for a second. This is the start of the third batch of Sonic Mania, and I noticed that I seemingly played a lot better in the first batch than the second one. And the first batch is the one where I was just kind of ranting on things, and not really like talking about the game at all. So I'm almost like, maybe it was that, or maybe it was just the fact that I was on the easier levels, but I feel like it's worth a try, just not talking about what's going on screen. Maybe that made me better. I don't know. It's fine. Ignore what's happening on the screen. I'm talking to myself. You guys can watch if you want, but like, yeah. I don't know. So I guess I'll just try and find other things to talk about. So I guess slightly interesting story. If you're paying like super close attention to this channel, like super close attention, like more attention than I'm even paying. Oh wow, that was okay. All right. But if you're paying super close attention to this panel, you may have noticed that there was a video that was up for like an hour, and I mean, just to put everything out there, it was a video explaining my thoughts on the plot of Pokemon Sword and Shield, which, you know, I did play on this channel, and a lot of the things in the video I put up are expressed in more long form in my playthrough. But yeah, I put it up for I initially intended for the video to just stay up indefinitely, but it just kind of turned out bad. And there's a reason for that, and the reason for that is that it was rushed because it was actually my midterm for the class I'm currently taking. So it ended up, I just ended up not having enough time to actually make it good. So the writing was rushed, the recording was rushed, and the editing was rushed, so it just kind of turned out bad. And like, I didn't realize how bad it was until it was fully uploaded, and like, I started watching it back on YouTube, and I was like, oh no, this is actually bad. This sounds bad, and it just doesn't work. I mean, you can still get the general gist of what I'm trying to say, but like, it just wasn't all that great. So I'm like, alright, yeah, no, I can't keep this up on the channel. This is, like, I have some standards, alright? Like, maybe I'm not the best out here on YouTube, but like, I couldn't bring myself to leave it up there when I just knew that it was just definitely not my best work. So, in fact, I might even argue it was some of my worst work. I mean, I'm still rather pleased that I got it done in time. Like, you know, I turned it in with like 10 minutes to spare, which is pretty neat. But yeah, I just don't like that it was bad. And so I took it back down, and you'll probably never see it because it's bad. I mean, maybe I'll redo it at some point, but probably not, because that would take a lot of time. Like, one of the biggest issues with it was that, like, I didn't realize, like, I tried hopefully right now I sound pretty decent with this whole setup I have. I moved everything back from where it was. I recorded a bit differently. I tried, you hear about, from YouTubers, you often hear about, oh yeah, if you record in the closet, that's great acoustics. And, for the most part, from what I can tell, they're pretty right, so I recorded in there. But the difference here was, I don't think I had my mic set right, like the volume on it. I don't think it was set right. So, when I recorded, then I went through and processed the audio like I normally do for these videos. It kinda just sounded terrible. Like, it sounded all like tinny, like, basically like I was trying to talk to you through a tin can, and it was just like, no, that's bad. Like, and during the recording, I totally skipped, accidentally, mind you, but I totally skipped a paragraph that I had written in the script. And it ended up fine, because that paragraph actually didn't end up adding too much. But yeah, then the editing, like, I wanted to add music, but I ran out of time, so there's no music, and the timing isn't quite as fine-tuned as I would like it to have been, and there was some more visual things I wanted to do, but it just didn't happen, so it just turned out bad. Hopefully my instructor doesn't think it's bad, because that would suck. I don't know. This instructor seems fairly lenient, so hopefully he's like, alright, and this is the second class in a row I've had with him, so, and he seemed to like my work in the last class, so, maybe he'll go a little easier on me. I don't know. It's also the first time, like, being a film and media studies major, film and media studies major, I've had quite a few chances, actually, to make a video for various projects and such, but, like, I just never gave myself enough time, and the same is true this time, except I gave myself slightly more time than I did prior. So yeah, I've had multiple chances to make a video for projects, and this is the first time I actually did it. And so, like, at least I have that, because I always wanted to, right? Like, if I can make a video instead of writing a 10-page essay, I'm probably gonna do that. If I, like, it's at least going to be a nicer idea to me. And so I'm gonna try, right? I'm gonna try. If I think I have enough time, I'm gonna try, and that's what happened this time. But I didn't have enough time, and yeah, it turned out bad. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that, but yeah, it turned out bad. You don't want to see it. It's real bad. Yeah, it's like, they say, you look back on your stuff, and when you do stuff like this, like YouTube and such, they say you look back on your stuff and you're like, oh god, that's so gross, in like, 5 years or whatever. No, I'm pretty sure like 5 years ago I would have looked at this video and been like, wow, this sucks. I'm fairly certain that I would have been, even good enough back then that I would have been ashamed, kind of. Like, I don't know. It's something, maybe I'll do it again. I'll probably get another chance to make a video for a project for school, but, well, maybe I'll give myself enough time. I don't know. But, I'm at least, if not that, then I at least hope that I can keep the quality of these videos pretty consistent. Yeah, like, One of the things that like instantly turns me off to a video on YouTube is just like terrible audio quality. And that definitely happened in that video. I was like, I can't imagine myself enjoying watching something like this, so I'm just not gonna post it. Because, like, if I don't even enjoy it, then how can I expect other people would? I don't think I need to use this thing, but it seems like the safe route. Yeah. I don't know. I'll do better next time, hopefully. Give myself more than 10 hours to make the video. Cause yeah, that video took me 3 hours of writing, and then it took me 4 hours recording, and then another 3 hours editing, which admittedly is about the fastest that I've ever put together a scripted video. Not that I've done a ton of those, but yeah, it took me. It was a pretty quick turnaround on that video, which, you know, makes sense given the deadline and the importance of said deadline. It was worth a quarter of my grade for this class, so yeah. No, I'm not super proud of that video. And I'm only really dwelling on it so that I have something to talk about, so I don't know. Maybe I have to find something else to talk about. Oh, hold on, there's a secret there. But not the game, because when I talk about the game, I do bad. We've established this. Like, I just beat that last level talking about the video that I effed up instead of the game, whereas last time I didn't beat the level, and I did talk about the game. Ooh, glad that spring was there. Ow, I forgot that I need to spin. Okay, that's the wrong way. This way, okay, cool. I feel like I always fail that jump there. That jump, I always miss. Yeah, I don't know. I do have other videos in the works, ones that aren't related to school. There's a League video that I haven't touched in a second, but yes, it's coming. It's kind of akin to the, if you've seen the Yumi Pike video on my channel, which, by the way, currently the most popular video on my channel. It's similar to that, but not quite the same. If you're interested in League, you know that that's coming. You know, maybe harass me a little bit, so then I'm more motivated to work on it. Not that I don't have all the time in the world, but, you know, especially right now. Yeah. Yeah. Now even, I mean, I assume what's going on in the world right now won't happen, like, too much longer. So, you know, I'll probably be back to working more in the near future, if not the immediate future. And so that'll take back some of my time. But also, summer's coming up, and I'm only taking one class this summer as opposed to the two that I normally take in spring and fall each. So that should work out as a net neutral, really, for at least a little bit. Yeah. Should be not bad. Could you Could you not just come out of the hole like that? Thank you. Ooh, I'm gonna grab this, because I don't think there's a downside to grabbing the fire shield in this level. Ah, boss time. What's up, bud? Okay, well, that's a bad spot to be. Anywho. Ah, right, don't talk about the game. That's the thing you're not supposed to do. Damn. Yeah, more videos coming. Yeah, I have quite a few plans. I always have plans, but like, I have quite a few that I do intend to fulfill, if you will. Yeah. And, you know, maybe I'll fulfill some of those plans next time. Probably not, but, as for this episode, that's a wrap! Didn't want to pause for me.